All right, welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Definitely. Always ready to explore something new.
Well, today we're taking a look at a cultural movement called the Cosmeno realm.
Cosmeno realm. Haven't heard of that one before.
Yeah, it's pretty under the radar. We've been digging through all sorts of sources, articles, personal stories, even some fashion sketches.
Fashion sketches. Now that's intriguing.
Right, and they all point to one thing about this culture. Clothing is like super important, not just like what you wear, but what it means.
Oh, so it's like their clothes are saying something more.
It's like a whole language, a way of life woven into the fabric.
I'm starting to get a sense of this. It's not just fashion, it's deeper. Like a code.
Exactly. So, ready to decode the Cosmeno realm?
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
Okay, so first things first, this Cosmeno realm, it's not like a physical place, right?
Right. You can't just book a flight there. It's more of a spirit, a set of values, traditions, all that.
And where did it all start?
The heart of Chicago. That urban energy, the music, art scene, all mixed with a deep respect for tradition.
Okay, so it's like street culture meets something, I don't know, almost ancient.
You're getting it. And their fashion.
Yeah.
It's the perfect expression of that mix.
So how do we even start to understand this Cosmeno fashion? It sounds pretty complex.
Well, they've got this thing called the tall tee fit.
Tall tee fit, like tall tees.
Yeah, think oversized tees, sweatpants, loose pants. Comfortable, but makes a statement.
Sounds pretty straightforward. What's so special about that?
It's more than meets the eye. It's considered like a uniform, especially for their leaders, the Rex Chiefs.
Rex Chiefs. Okay, starting to see the layers here.
And here's the catch. To be a real tall tee fit, you gotta have the right color scheme.
So it's not just about the clothes, it's the colors, too.
It's all about specific Cosmeno color combos or designs, like a secret handshake,
Got it. So fashion is communication. What else stands out in their style?
Headwear. Big part of Cosmeno culture. Different pieces for different occasions.
Like what?
Well, there's the grave beanie. It's a simple black brimless cap.
A beanie. That seems a little, I don't know, casual for a culture with all these rules.
Oh, but it's for serious occasions. Funerals, they're swearing in rites.
Swearing in rights. Okay, more layers. So this grave beanie is like a sign of respect.
Exactly. It's all about humility, understated simplicity.
So no flashy headwear for funerals. Got it.
Yeah.
What about for other events?
Oh, they've got those too. The Headingcue, for example, reserved for their chamber of elders, their leaders included.
Headingcue, and what's that?
This is where it gets interesting. Imagine traced hairlines and sideburns.
What, like painted on?
Yeah, it's black and red, really intricate. Takes a lot of skill to create.
Wow. Okay, that's a statement piece. What's the meaning behind it?
Well, it's a sign of authority, identity. It used to be specific to Rex Chiefs during their final farewell rites.
Well, farewell rites. So many rituals. And the Headingcue started as part of that.
Yeah, but it evolved. Now it's like a broader symbol of being Cosmeno.
So the simple grave beanie and the elaborate Headingcue, both representing core values.
Exactly. Respect and identity. Two sides of the same coin.
What about something for celebrations? They have a Headingcue for those.
You bet. They call it the varied Headingcue. Think of it as the Headingcue, but with a little more fun.
Like more colors.
Exactly. It's for happy occasions. They can express themselves more, but still sticking to that basic form.
Interesting how they find that balanced tradition and individual expression. So we've covered headwear. What about jewelry? Our notes mention some pretty bold pieces.
Right. It's not just everyday stuff. Think chunky gemstones, worn for special occasions. And you often see it with their formal attire, the Headingcue-Do.
Headingcue-Do. Okay, we're going to have to break down all these names. And wait, what about that Rex Chief's chain of office I read about?
Yes. The symbol of authority. A heavy gold chain, like something a king would wear.
Okay, seriously impressive. So Rex Chiefs, they've got the tall tee fit, the Headingcue, and this chain, all signifying leadership.
They're the ones upholding the traditions, guiding the community.
I'm starting to get the picture. But we've only scratched the surface, right?
Right. We've got to talk about the full outfits next. Like the Headingcue fit they wear for farewell rites. Really fascinating.
Headingcue fit. Okay, you're going to have to walk me through this one.
I will. Imagine a long T-shirt, almost like a tunic. So this Headingcue fit, it's not just for anyone.
Oh, who gets to wear it?
Specific groups during these farewell rites. The Moon Zodiborns, the Moon Zodiborn elders, and the Moon Zodiborn loved ones.
Wow. Those names sound like straight out of some ancient ritual.
They really do have a way with words, don't they? But yeah, the Headingcue fit itself is pretty unique.
You're going to paint me a picture.
All right, so imagine this. A long, long T-shirt, almost like a tunic. It covers the hips, sometimes even all the way down the back.
Okay, so long t-shirt, check. What else?
Slim-fitting pants. I remember those tech slip-ons we talked about? They wear those too.
Yeah. Practical and stylish, I guess.
And then they add a few things, like a long-sleeved shirt tied around the waist.
A shirt tied around the waist like a belt.
Kinda. They call it the around-the-waist shirt.
The around-the-waist shirt. Catchy. Okay, what else?
And sometimes, bandanas looped through their belt loops.
So it's like streetwear, but with a ceremonial twist.
You're getting it. But here's the thing about the Headingcue fit. The colors are really important.
Oh, yeah. Like with the tall tee fit specific colors.
The whole outfit, everything, has to be either darkery or blaze flow.
Darkery and blaze flow. I'm guessing those are code names for colors.
Basically. Darkery means black, all black. Blaze flow is red, head to toe. Even the jewelry has to be black or red.
It sounds pretty intense, like a powerful statement.
It is. It's about unity, you know. Everyone dressed the same, showing respect, supporting each other during a tough time.
Makes sense, like a visual representation of their shared grief.
Exactly. And remember, only the Chamber of Elders wear the full heading-cue with this outfit.
Right. Everyone else gets the grave beanie.
Even in mourning, they've got this hierarchy shown through their clothes.
Wow, okay, so that's the Headingcue fit for farewells. But the Cosmeno realm, they know how to have a good time too, right? What about the celebrations?
Oh, they've definitely got outfits for that. That's where the Headingcue-Do comes in. Their Rex attire, worn by the Rex chiefs and all the realmers.
Realmers.
It's what they call anyone who lives the Cosmeno lifestyle. And Headingcue-Do, is that like the Headingcue fit, but more, I don't know, festive. It's got the same basic pieces. You know, long t-shirt, slim fit pants, the tech slip-ons, the around-the-waist shirt, belt loop bandanas.
So what's the difference? What makes it Rex attire?
The t-shirt, it has to have something special. A cool engraving, a unique zipper, even a fancy fabric like silk.
So it's like, yeah, we're following the rules, but we're also showing off a little.
Exactly. And this is where they bring in the varied Headingcue, you know, with all the colors and patterns.
Right. So it's still formal, but with a bit more room to express themselves.
And they can go all out with the accessories, too. Big jewelry, cool belts, even a football towel on a belt loop sometimes.
Football towel. Okay, now that's a twist I wasn't expecting.
It's all about that balanced tradition and individual style. It's what makes the Cosmeno realm so interesting.
Yeah, it's not just about blindly following rules, it's about making them their own. So we've got somber outfits, celebratory outfits. What else is there?
Well, there's one more very specific outfit, the cheer-giving Rexley-Do.
Cheer-giving Rexley-Do? That's a mouthful.
I know, right? It's for a special ceremony, the cheer-giving Rexley. It's their most unique attire.
So no beanie, no Headingcue.
Nope, they wear a simple cloth headband and the outfit. Sleeveless shirt, slim fit, sporty pants, tech slip-ons.
Sounds kind of athletic, like they're ready to move.
It's a pretty active ceremony, lots of movement and rituals. And they wear their around-the-waist shirt, chunky jewelry, belt loop bandanas, sometimes that football towel, too.
So each occasion has its own style code. But the color thing, it gets even more specific here, right?
You bet. Most cheer-giving Rexley-Do outfits can be any Cosmeno colors, you know, the usual combinations and designs.
But there's an exception.
For the final farewell part of the ceremony, the participants can only wear Plaincolty or rough Colty designs.
Wow. So even within a single ceremony, there are different rules depending on what's happening. It's like layers upon layers of meaning.
You got it. And that's what's so fascinating about Cosmeno fashion. It's not just about looking good, it's about communicating something deeper.
It's like their own secret language, expressed through clothes.
Exactly. And it makes you think, doesn't it, about how we use clothes to express ourselves.
Totally. I mean, I never really thought about the message my clothes might be sending. It's easy to take fashion for granted. Yeah, we just throw on what we like, right?
Right. But there's always a reason we like something. It might be subconscious, but it's there.
It's like our style isn't random. It's shaped by all these influences, cultural stuff we might not even realize.
You hit the nail on the head. Colors, silhouettes, brands, it's all connected to the world around us. Like, think about it this way. Even when you think you're making a totally personal choice, there's culture woven in.
Whoa, so we're basically talking about culture through clothes all the time.
We are. And as the world gets more and more connected, understanding those messages, the ones we're sending and the ones we're seeing, it's super important.
Yeah, like being respectful of how people express themselves, even if we don't get all the details.
You got it. It's about appreciating the diversity out there, how fashion brings it all together.
This has been eye-opening, seriously. Like, I never thought about clothes as communication before.
It's a powerful thing. clothes can connect us, show who we are, where we come from.
And the Cosmeno realm, they've got this whole system, tradition and individuality all rolled into one.
They really do. It makes you think, what can we learn from them?
I'm thinking we should pay more attention, not just to what people are wearing, but what it all means.
Absolutely. Look beyond the surface, you might uncover something amazing. A hidden story, a whole new perspective.
So fashion isn't just about trends, it's like a window into a culture.
It is. It's a way to learn, to connect, to see the world in a different way.
I'm definitely going to be looking at clothes differently now. So as we wrap up our deep dive into the Cosmeno realm, what's the one thing you want our listeners to remember?
Don't take fashion for granted. It's more than just fabric and thread. It's a reflection of who we are.
And who knows, maybe we can all learn a little from the Cosmeno realm, respect tradition, embrace individuality, and use fashion to tell our own stories.
Well said. Keep exploring, keep those minds open, and who knows what you'll discover.
That's it for today, folks. See you on our next deep dive.